So apparently I heard that there is a major flaw with Nintendo's video game Splatoon. Despite being hyped up as an amazing shooter game with memes being posted everywhere on image boards, Splatoon has a major flaw in it. And you know what that is? The game has a save corrupting exploit that people can exploit on other players online. Now what happens is, after you play against this person, once you go back to the plaza, your game will lock up, and you'll have to delete your save file most likely. And honestly, this isn't very good news for the Splatoon community, especially after many players have reported lag, exploits and hacks, and of course maybe some lag switches as well. Or maybe it's just some, extreme lag, because Splatoon does not give you ping counters whatsoever, unlike some other developers. But you know what this honestly proves at Nintendo? That they have not improved their security in their online multiplayer games one bit. Now, Mario Kart on the Wii was loaded with tons of hackers. I mean, there are videos showing people hacking on that game back when it was still online. I mean, it makes you wonder why Nintendo wouldn't go with more proactive security measures, especially when it's shown that, well, console security measures are very ineffective at preventing hackers. I mean, if there's one series that proves this, just look at the Call of Duty series. I mean, Call of Duty 4, for example, many players stopped playing that game on the 360 after it got overrun by hackers at one point, because after all, that game was so easy to hack that not only could you get the hack from another console owner by having them infect you, but also with Call of Duty 4, you could de-rank people, rendering them unable to play online using the same mechanism that you could rank people up with. Here's the thing with Call of Duty 4 though, it's a 2007 game that's old, and here's the thing, Infinity Ward did not want to support it whatsoever with patches and everything by the time it got hacked, and they even claimed that it was impossible to patch Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4. Now of course that was likely them making up excuses to cover themselves, considering how they were able to patch out a texture that offended some random Z-list YouTube gamer, but here's the thing with those games are extremely exploitable, and the console security measures were the only things keeping those games from being hacked, and once those are gone, the game is totally hacked. Now Splatoon, it seems, did not offer very many security measures when it came to preventing hacks like this. And here's the thing, if you're a game developer, especially one making a multiplayer game, you have to have security measures in place to keep people from exploiting your games, and in some severe cases, even other people's systems. And if you want to know how powerful exploits can be, well, just take a look at Cubic Ninja on the 3DS, or on the original Xbox, Splinter Cell, or MechAssault, or 007 Agent Under Fire. All those games have one thing in common. They had exploits so severe that you could literally take control of the system or do stuff about on that level, I guess, depending on the game. And while those exploits were used to modify the system, those exploits could also be used to potentially brick a system. I mean, imagine if something like that was found in Splatoon. That would not be very good for Nintendo, and it would look really bad when it showed up on a random gaming site. I mean, sure, many gaming sites wouldn't cover it as much because it's a Nintendo game, and they love Nintendo, but they would still report on it most likely, even if they don't give it as much coverage as, say, if it happened to another company. And that's all that needs to be said. Nintendo really needs to set their game up with security with multiplayer games, especially if they want to be taken seriously. That's all that needs to be said. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more. Because after all, it isn't 2007 anymore, it's 2015. It's time to change.